Hi guys, this one could be a bit awkward, so I'll try and pitch my voice as best I can. Again, just on a little iPhone. It's free for the price of one review day today, so it's the Firewire Gem Part 3, the Specialty Part 2, and the Firewire Gem versus the Specialty Part 1, if you want to call it that. So just got back this morning. I've been out again on Gem and also took the Specialty out because I'm just trying to figure out if I really can justify having both of these boards with them being fairly similar. So first off, as I've said before, the Gem's just been absolutely magic. I've been loving this board. This has been my favourite longboard ever basically so far. I gave it a go today as a single fin, and that was quite interesting. So I thought it'd work as a single fin. It does work as a single fin, but to be honest, the things that you're looking for out of a single fin are usually you want to be getting more glide and more flow and smoother turns and a bit more speed and glide. And I just thought that with the Gem, when you put a single fin in it, it was actually slightly detracting from those fins, because I think the board's so fast anyway. I felt like I was already getting the speed and flow out of the board, and then putting a single fin in it, I felt like it was taking away a little bit of the a little bit of speed, a little bit of the fastness of response, a little bit of the confidence of getting in on the rail early. So yeah, I honestly think that Dan's done such a good job of designing the board and the concaves that I think he's actually given you all the things that you would look for in your single fin in this board anyway. So that's just my opinion. So it works as a single fin, so by all means give it a go. I just felt like if anything it was taking a few things away and not really adding anything. So that's just my opinion on that. And then I took the Specialty out afterwards, and the Specialty is still a really good board. So yeah, although again felt a little bit more bulky, not quite as fast, and a little bit less responsive than the Gem, but the Specialty is really good, and it does turn really well, and it catches waves slightly better, and it's got a little bit more glide to it. So I would say if you really wanted a single fin, or you're a slightly larger guy and you wanted the extra volume, the Specialty would possibly still be your choice. If you already have a really grovelly longboard or a loggy type board for the really small stuff, then I really think the Gem should be the Gem's basically your waist to overhead high longboard choice for me. If you want a Firewire and you want a great board, and probably the best board I've ever ridden, I'd still slightly give the Gem the edge. The Specialty felt great though. I got back on the Specialty, I started paddling, I was like, oh, this is a little bit bulky, and then got a couple of turns and stuff. I was like, well, this really doesn't actually sacrifice that much either. But I'd say this. I'm just finding this is really, really sharp, really responsive, really fast. It just feels great. Hey, so yeah, this is my favourite board. And then, as I say, if you want that little bit of extra literage, or it's for smaller waves, you're a slightly bigger guy, you fancy something with a bit less rocker, the Specialty is really good. I don't think I've ridden anything that would turn as well as the Specialty for its liters and its width and how parallel the template is. Going to try and whip them around so you can see the two rockers there. You can see that the Gem's carrying a bit more rocker tip and tail. I'll try and flip them both up so you can see the profiles and see where they differ. These are both a 9 or 9.1, so this is a 9.0 and that's a 9.1. And this is 22 and a quarter, and that one's 23. I think this is like 67 litres and that one's 71. So yeah, there's not a huge amount in it, but you can see where the volume and width has been taken out, and it's basically in the tail and in the nose, and in the middle you've got a pretty similar board. So let's see if I can whip this one round for you. Hope I don't drop anything, that'll be pretty good. Okay, so there's the template on the Specialty, and is that compared with the template on the Gem? I'll try and stack them so you can't see me, but you don't need to see me. So yeah, just have a look at where the tail pulls in differently, and where the nose pulls in a little bit differently, but you also see how similar the boards are. So that's the same size right next to each other, give you a bit of an idea. As I've said before, I've been running the Specialty with Been running the specialty with this 9-inch Christensen tracker fin in. That's been fantastic. I used the slightly smaller Shaper's single fin to try this as a single fin. That's still a 9-inch fin, it's just a bit more upright in a tiny bit less area, but that same thing goes pretty well in the specialty, so yeah. And again, concave, they're both really nice concaves on the boards. The specialty's got the nose concave, and I think that's actually also got a bit of sort of V and double, but this has got a very extreme V double in the back of it, and quite an extreme nose concave. So yeah, that's the comparison. That's the part 1s, 2s, 3s, and whatever of everything else. I just swapped back over, so I've been riding the SB1s, the futures in this, and they're a little bit more raked and in fiberglass. And I had been running the 7.5 Brothers Marshall and the 7.5 Greeno. I've just stepped down to the standard True Aim set, which is a 7-inch Greeno 4A and the 3.7 side bites from True Aims, and they're really nice. They've got a really nice flow to them. Again, play around depending on your size, but very impressed with those. I think just having that little side fin a bit more upright, just if anything, it's you wouldn't push quite as hard as you would on the other ones, but it felt a bit smoother. So yeah, they're basically the fins to play around with these. The Greenos have been working well. So Greeno 7-inch 4A, 7.5 4A, or Brothers Marshall 7.5, which is a similar template but a bit less area for the size, and either these 3.7 side bites from True Aims or the Futures SB1s. They've all worked well for me, so if you keep around that surface area, I'm 84 kg, so if you're around my weight, you'll probably find those pretty good. If not, just go one up. Yeah, that's it. Hope that's good for everyone. Just another bit of a fill-in. I just thought, again, I'd had some really good chats with some of the guys online, so thanks for taking time and chatting to me. One of the guys in the States was really cool. He's chatting to me and we were talking about he was talking about demo days and some of the other boards he's tried, and that gave me a real good insight into, like, I've been looking at the CX myself, and he demoed a slightly smaller specialty, and a lot of people were saying that the specialty feels a bit slower and a bit less responsive to them compared with this, and the resounding feedback on the gem was like people love it basically. So but again, horses for courses. If you've got slightly smaller waves, or you're a slightly bigger guy, or you really like a single fin, that's probably as good as you're going to find in that sort of, you know, you've got your timber tech, you've got your volume where it's at, it's not a heavy log, and then if you want the sort of performance end that'll also do everything, I just can't go past this gem. It's been absolutely brilliant. Actually, tough call, but I'm considering whether I actually sell the specialty. I'm sort of dreading selling it, but I do have a CJ Nelson, like a Loggy 9.4 board sat underneath it in the collection, so we'll have a think about it. But yeah, I've had so much fun on the specialty as well. That's going to be a hard one to let go, so we'll see. Alright, sorry to babble on. Cheers guys, and I hope you like the review, and might start doing a few more of my shortboard soon and a bit more on the fins. So if you're getting into those fin guides and stuff, I'll start trying to add a bit more to that over the next few weeks. And I've got a custom Lost beanbag coming that's going to be all tinted and pretty crazy looking, so I might pull that up and show people just for a laugh. Alright, cool, thanks guys, cheers, see ya.